Equity markets had a volatile end to the trading week, but the Nifty 50 ended with gains of about 0.6%. There was a range of about 175 points from the low point to the high point of the day, and you saw quite a bit of a cool off towards the end of the session, around 100 points from the high point of the day in just the last 1 hour of trade. Now, the broader markets outperformed, the mid-cap index gaining about 1% and the small-cap index gaining close to 0.7%, and the Nifty Pharma index was by far and away the best performer, gaining about 2.7% as a whole, Glenmark outperforming there, and the metal index was the other outperformer, gaining close to 2%. The key underperformer sectorally was the IT index. It lost ground because overnight you had Accenture, which missed estimates on the earnings front and also guided to a lower growth in the financial year ending August. For the week as a whole, you had the Nifty 50 that ended with cuts of just about 0.2%. The Nifty Bank also pretty much flat. The key outperformers were, in fact, the auto index as well as the IT index. The auto index gaining close to 4%, IT close to 3%, and then Pharma, because of that run towards the end of the week, it gained about 2% or so for the week as a whole. The top gainers on Friday, I'll read off the list. You have Hindalco from the metal pack gaining over 5%, NTPC, Dr. Reddy's Laboratories, Hero MotoCorp as well as Tata Motors. And among the losers, there were few and far between on the Nifty 50, but they were Adani Enterprises as well as LTR Mindtree, Infosys, HCL and Nestle India. So the key underperformers, like I said, were the IT index. Now, a few points to watch out for going forward. Later today, there'll be some key inflation data that will be released in the US. And back home next week, we're heading towards the Monetary Policy Committee's meeting on monetary policy. We'll have to see what the course of policy is going forward. And finally, just keep an eye on oil prices. They have cooled off towards the end of the week, but they still remain elevated, and that could have a sentimental impact. That's it for this week, though. And remember, next week is going to be a curtailed session. So let's see how things pan out.